All right, welcome everyone to watching another 5th edition game of the Unnamed Adventurers Guild. We are back in the Mega Dungeon in the Great Old Forest, and we have reorganized our party again.
Meow.
And Hulrig and Travix are going to leave to the surface, and it's too spooky for them. And we'll let our new characters and perhaps old players introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Ty Johnston. I'm playing Drazana Doomheart. She's a half-orc warlock. She's big and ugly and carries a spear.
Let's go to Roland.
I'm Gerald Dempsey. I'm playing Roland again, the high elf wizard that was came to the guild in search of Karik, even though he's not exactly sure if Karik is the person he thinks he is. But he is the also the other survivor from their tribe, and he ended up down in this dungeon. And he's not quite as brave as Karik, but he seems to be pretty effective at times.
Oh god, the ceiling's falling. I'm kidding.
Roland lays on the ground.
All right, so Luna, you're up.
Okay, so hi, I'm Luna. I'm a female half elf whose class is a bard. She's 16 and she's 5 feet. She just wants to, get some experience under her belt. So now she's stuck in here forever.
She's literally like 60 feet from the fucking exit.
Nope, stuck in here forever.
Anything can happen at 60 feet.
Yep.
Even when the way is clear. All right. And for Fear.
Playing Fear, a human warlock, hexblade. And yeah, I want to go and F some shit up. I don't know what else to say.
All right. So you guys are in the Knoll room. Of course, there's the centipedes eating the Knoll corpses behind you. There's the doorway that Drazana and Fear came from that leads to the exit. And Drazana and Fear also know that where the two came from seems to be clear as well, as you don't hear anything from it, and clearly they came from there.
Huh.
Perhaps we should finish working our way down through here.
That's probably not a bad idea.
I like that notion.
I'll follow all of y'all.
So you head back to where you were resting?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
We show them our crib. If we had one.
You wish you didn't.
Well.
So you show them where you've been resting the night before, and on the far right side of the room, in the corner, there's a small campfire with just some bedrolls laying on the ground. They didn't pick up their stuff yet. There are skulls everywhere on the left side of the room, and there's this huge set of ribs just laying on the floor. Yeah.
I don't remember those being there before.
when you guys smashed up the altar.
Oh,
Yeah, remember?
that did happen. Okay. Oh, that's still unsettling.
Looks like home.
But
I started picking up my bedroll and getting ready to go on.
So basically, from just a simple perspective, there's a hallway north, south, east, and west. South is where you came from. East, which is to your right, is a long hallway that goes about 100 feet. You, without assistance, you can't see the end of it. To your left is a hallway that's about 15 feet wide and goes about 20 feet. Seems to have a door at the other end of it that leads to another section of this place. And to the north is a narrow hallway that goes about 30 feet and then widens up to a bigger area and then continues on.
We haven't been through any of them areas yet. This is the farthest we've made it in here.
Yep.
Okay.
Though we did rescue some old adventurers that had gotten stuck down here.
Oh yeah, that was somebody I forgot to mention who's up there. He's a sorcerer who he was resting in one of the tents.
So this place has a history of people coming down to it and getting stuck in it.
Yes. You were told that when you came here for your first time.
Why the hell don't you people just get up and walk out?
Because when you first came in here, you went further than this, and you were with the people who tried to run out. You managed to get out. The others were not so fortunate.
Oh, so he's been here before, or she?
She has been here before, but it's kind of a blur since she spent some of the way back just running.
Gotcha.
Oh, you're saying Drozana's been here before.
Well, you came in here with the research party, with the researcher the first time.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay, so you guys need to take a rest?
They're fully rested.
Yeah, we were
Well, let's go.
finishing up.
Let's go kill some stuff then. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's do some more research.
How do you want to put it?
So again, you guys came from the south. There's northwest, east.
Do we want the narrow hallway, the wide hallway, or the long hallway?
I like long.
Long sounds good to me.
So you head west.
West it is.
West is best.
All right. You head west, and at the end of the hallway, again, Fear is basically putting all of his faith into whoever's leading him along. Or actually, he's in the lead, so he can't really see crap. But
I got that torch out.
okay, so you scrap up a torch, and about 20 feet, about 40 feet away, you eventually spot a door at the end of the hallway, and before you get to the door, it opens up to other hallways, one to the right, and it goes right and left. To the left, it looks like a dead end, and to the right, it looks like the hallway continues, but it looks like there's kind of a drop. Maybe some sort of pit. Everyone make perception checks.
5.
14.
plus 3.
11.
15 for Luna. So, Roland, Luna, you guys can hear what sounds like muttering on the other side of the door. Sounds deep and gruff.
Shh. Do y'all hear that?
Ugh.
There's something on the other side of that door.
Does it sound like a person?
Do you know Orcish?
Yes.
I don't.
All right. Now that you're told to quiet down and told to focus, you can hear some Orcish voice kind of muttering to himself. It's kind of like you can't really understand what he's saying, but from what you can gather, he says, "You got to move this here, and you got to put that line there, and then put this incantation here, and then you hear like him put something down. Can't really get a good idea of what he's putting down,
Okay.
and then it quickly becomes violent, and now everyone can hear him, and you can just hear what sounds like something being smashed. It's some sort of bone item that was broken, but whatever he used is obviously very metal.
Question. The language is Orcish. Does the voice sound Orcish also?
Yeah, it's deep and gruff. Sounds like a male.
Drazana's going to try the door.
You walk over to the door and you open it. As you open
She's
it,
just, if it's unlocked, she just rushes through.
do you kick it?
If it's unlocked, she'll throw it open and then run in.
Okay, you throw it open, like you use the door quickly, and as soon as it opens up to its fullest, you basically you push it off its hinges, and the wood, because the wood is so rotten, and it falls to the ground and crumbles into small wood chunks. And the orc looks over up at you. From his attire, he looks like some sort of shaman.
I'm just running straight towards him to stab him with my spear.
All right, I'll consider that a surprise round. Roll for an attack.
Wow.
Natural 20, baby.
All right, roll for damage.
Oh, yeah. And I'm a half-orc, so I do extra damage even. So, okay, total of 15 points of damage.
Yeah, you stab him in the chest, and you definitely run him through the heart. His blood gets pumping, and the infamous feral instinct that they have kicks in, and he's basically just on one last little leg of fortitude, and you pull your spear out of him, and he's still alive.
Okay.
I'm not even. I guess we could roll for initiative if you want, but he's probably going to die anyways.
Oh, okay. Now I got a 16.
Yeah, so it's your go.
She's just gonna haul off and punch him, and
Okay.
got a 14.
That's a hit. So
For-
after stabbing him, you just punch him in the face, and he goes down.
Whoa, you're badass. I'm staying behind you for this adventure.
No other threats in the room?
You look around and you see a rotten chest on the far end of the room. There seems to be just lots of magical circles on the ground, but clearly they're all just failed experiments.
She turns around and looks at her fellow party members through the door. I hate orcs.
I work my way into the room.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So inside the room, there is again a bunch of magical circles littering the floor. Harness any magical powers. There's a rotten chest at the south end.
I will be the one to open that chest there if you guys would like.
By all means.
Sure.
Okay. Is there a lock on this chest?
Just for shits and giggles, roll investigation.
16.
Okay. Yeah, there is a lock on it, but it's not actually holding anything shut. It's just closed to itself, hanging off a small ring.
Okay, then I slowly open the chest.
Yeah, you easily pry the thing open. The metal is quite weak. The rust on it makes it difficult at first, but once you get over the first push, it cracks open easily. Releases a nasty musk over you, but once you look inside, you see 100 gold pieces and 50 silver pieces just laying at the bottom of the chest.
I found treasure, fellas and ladies.
Sweet.
And it's not like, is there anything?
You guys can have it.
All right, well, let's do the math. That's 105 gold about a tree. That's 35 gold apiece, or yeah, 35 gold apiece.
That doesn't make sense. There's 4 of you. I'm kidding. All right. Nothing of interest stands out in the room besides the orc shaman's body.
If I take a look at the body, is there anything on it? Like some sort of clue?
Not really. You can roll a medicine check if you want.
Okay. I do it. With Jack of all trades, yep.
Yeah, that doesn't really help. You rolled a 1.
I guess.
The only thing you can discern from him is that he has a strange coloring for an orc.
Huh. That's pretty strange. Wait, what's his color actually?
Isn't that a good question? He's he looks like he's it looks like he was originally maybe a brown, but it's definitely gone a little bit lighter. It's like
Pink?
a tan. No, like a tan. Like a light tan. Graying out.
Okay. Well, nothing to see there then.
Is he going to recover?
No.
Seems super dead.
I mean, you can make a medicine check if you want.
No, that's okay. Doesn't care.
So where can we go from here?
So, of course, there's heading to the west, which is where you came from. The north is seemingly a dead end, and to the south leads to is a hallway, but it looks like somewhere in the middle there's like a pit. Kind of hard to see the exact dimensions of the pit from where you are.
To the north is a dead end.
Yep.
I'm going to suggest we look up there. Maybe there's like a hidden door or something.
Can I do like one more investigation while they leave?
That's a good idea. That's how we found our way down here, the hidden door behind the bookshelf.
All right. What's your investigation bonus?
+2. And is that like my intelligence as well?
Yeah.
+4. And I got Jack of all trades.
Jack, if you're proficient in it, it doesn't stack.
I don't have it, so that's why I say it.
Okay.
So I just want to
Okay.
investigate, like, I
Okay.
don't know what he was doing, like when we heard him muttering.
Well, if she didn't say what he was talking about, it looks like he was writing down magic circles with chalk.
Yeah, and then glass break.
No, he didn't hit glass. He smashed a skull.
Oh,
There's a lot of bone chips on the ground. There's a lot of bones around, but you can't tell who or what they belong to.
so it's just shaman things.
Sure.
Not that I would know that, but it's whatevs. All right. So how about that north way?
All right, you guys head up to the northern northern hallway, and you come across the dead end. There doesn't seem to be anything interesting going on here. It's moss covered. There's a bunch of roots.
So who's good at finding secret stuff?
No one.
Nobody.
I said I'm pretty neutral at it.
Okay. Drazana will do an investigation check then.
So you two want to search the wall?
Wouldn't mind it.
All right.
Sure.
Well, Luna doesn't find anything with her 9.
I'm going to help them search because I have a plus 19, so that's 24.
Oh boy.
On investigation?
Yeah, because I have +3 and I'm proficient in it, which gives me the +2.
Oh, shit.
And I rolled a natural 19.
And Drazana got a 21.
Yeah, Luna, you're kind of just standing there for effect. The other two, you two are scanning the wall, removing some moss, and you talk about some potential mechanisms that could be used. And between the two of you, your discussion reveals a loose brick that you push in. Or, well, you reveal a loose brick. It seems like you can push it in.
Should I push it?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Push.
All right. The wall slides open to your left. Ahead of you appears to be a room that doesn't seem to be designed like the rest of the temple. You can't see too much of it, but it also seems, from what you can see of it, it seems to be pretty rummaged.
How big is this room?
Without being in it, it's hard to tell. You're about 30 feet away from going into
I'll be
it.
right behind you if you want to check it out.
Okay, I'll go check it out.
I
Is
tag right
Fear
behind
still
you.
leaving?
I'm with them.
I guard the entrance.
All right. Fear, you enter the room. And you look around, and I want you all to make perception checks.
Even me?
Yeah. Are you standing where the door was?
I'm standing like outside of the doorway.
So back where you opened the secret entrance.
I guess.
Okay, so no, you You don't hear shit.
Oh.
Drazana only got a 12.
I only got 9. Apparently, I ran out of luck.
13.
Well, Fear, you Fear and Drazona, you enter the room and you look around. You see a door to your right that seems to be leading into another small room, and you guys can hear noises inside. As far from what you can see in this room, it looks like to be some sort of armory. This room seems to have been added to the dungeon, dug out and made into this armory. However, all the weapons in it are beyond rusty and wouldn't be usable.
Okay, listen to the door.
All right. So you're listening to the door, and you can hear a bunch of orcish laughter inside. Seems to be some common orc drinking going on in there.
Ooh, beer.
Drazana pauses to look around at her companions.
Okay, the half elf is nowhere to be seen. Roland is standing behind Fear, and of course, Fear is near you.
Want me to go in first?
Nah. Drazana tries the door.
You open it up, and whatever they're doing, they're pretty much preoccupied. They're not aware that you even opened the door. You see two of them arm wrestling, and one of them is just super loud and boisterous.
How many are there?
Just 4.
Okay, I want to regroup now since they are kind of doing something.
All right, you're just kind of in the distance, and you hear something squeak open. And you're like, I guess I'll go.
They found something. All right.
She can probably hear the orcs now if they're being rowdy.
Oh yeah, you're in the room. They're just talking down to each other, trying to prove who's best. Seems they have been here for a while.
I get my, bow ready. The long.
They're
Eldritch
trying to figure out who's best.
Blast.
Yep.
Drazana yells out in Orcish, "I am," and she's just going to run in and stab the closest guy with her spear.
All right.
Because she's stupid.
Another surprise round.
Okay.
And she got an 18
Yeah, that's a hit.
for 7 points of damage.
Yeah, so you stab one of the arm wrestlers in the back, sort of, and he grunts in severe pain.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Who's playing those jams? Turn the back on. Kidding. All right, so
16 to hit, 5 damage.
are you hitting the same one, or are you hitting another target?
I'm hitting a different target.
All right.
So multiple people are attacking?
Yeah.
As part of that. Yeah, so so you hit the two talking about weapons and talking shit about each other. They're basically trying to prove who's got the better weapon, and you hit one of them in the you hit the one in the shoulder.
All right. And I'm going to use my movement to run up and just be ready. I'll attack them if I can.
Yeah. Roland, you can do something if you want.
I want to do acid splash on the two that are arm wrestling.
Okay, they gotta make a save.
Yeah, if they make the dexterity save, they get they only take half damage.
All right, what's the save?
It's a let's see. My spell DC is 13.
Okay,
It's
You
no
hit
damage.
them with it.
It's not half damage.
you hit them with it.
Five damage.
Yeah. So, okay. So the two of them that are arm wrestling, one of them gets a spear in the back, and he's like, ah! And then you throw an acid splash onto the furthest one away, and this searing acid just spreads out once it splashes onto him, and acid is just melting the both of them.
Jeez.
The one orc that was stabbed in the back gets of course they both get up in pain, but the one that you're attacking, Drazona, he's bearing his feral instinct.
Okay.
Luna, I'm just assuming you're catching up to the fight. So,
Sure thing.
all right, everyone roll initiatives.
14.
1.
+3 for my dexterity.
$13.
Put your results in the. Okay, so 13, 1. Okay. Luna, what did you get?
+3, so you can roll it.
You got 12. And Roland, what did you get?
14.
All right, so it goes Roland. What do you do? Roland?
Oh, I had myself muted. I am going to cast a firebolt at the one that wasn't stabbed. That's right there.
Okay, so you're throwing a firebolt at the guy you just recently hit directly with an acid splash. Roll your
Right.
attack.
14.
Yeah, that hits him. Roll for damage.
Two.
All right. The firebolt mostly just hits the side of his arm, and he flinches at the pain, but it doesn't seem to hurt him too much. With that, it is Eric, which is Fear. Your turn.
All right. On the green flame blade, or whatever that's called. 8 to hit.
You hit him once, and once he becomes aware of your presence, he easily dodges your green flame blade and your attack.
Nope. That's my turn.
That makes it Luna, your turn. So you just got to the fight. You're kind of standing behind Roland at the door entrance.
Okay. I'll I want to shoot one of them with my bow.
Who do you want to hit?
The one that is within the vicinity of me. And I won't hit like a friendly, ally.
All right, so you have a longbow?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to shoot at the one that Roland has been hitting this whole time.
Figured as much.
And your dexterity is +3?
Yeah.
So yeah, this arrow hits him in the inner, the thigh, and his eyes start going bloodshot red as Drazona realizes he's going into feral instinct as well.
Oh. Can I use bardic inspiration?
Yes, as a bonus action. Who do you want to inspire?
Huh? I want to inspire fear.
Okay. So fear, you get a bardic inspiration of a d6. Do you want to flavor it at all?
I guess. I don't know. How would I even do that? Like, can I bust out my freaking viol?
Sing an inspiring tune.
Yeah, or you could just yell out something inspiring like "Good job, you're doing great." I mean, it doesn't have to be anything complicated.
Okay.
Looking good over there.
But breaking out the viol and playing it in the middle of the fight would be awesome.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah, can I?
By the way, you must watch Critical Role if you want to see somebody role play a bard and actually sing a song for basically every bardic inspiration, and one that they make up on the fly. It is the most fucking awesome thing I've ever seen. Sam
It
Riegel.
really is awesome.
Ah, jeez, that's quite.
I'll check that out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a little awkward. You're not. It's not often that you play your viol in combat. So you're kind of holding your bow and you're a little confused. And you pull out your viol and you're kind of holding you're kind of holding it with your bow, and then you start running the. I don't know what it's called. The piece, the thing you run across the strings for the violin.
I think it's actually called a bow.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is confusing. Okay, so he runs his bow, but not the one he shoots arrows with, across the strings of his violin, not the strings of his bow, and he starts playing a song for
The Devil Down in Georgia.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Good dungeon tune.
Well, I do that.
All right, so you play that song to him, and he feels inspired and gets a d6.
Be inspired.
With that, it is everyone else and then Drazona. So, of course, all of the orcs start pulling out battle axes. One, of course, attacks Drazona.
See you fellas on the other side.
The one, he swings at you, and your shadow armor swirls around you and cloaks your presence, and he swings but misses completely.
You suck. I'm pretty easy to hit.
The
Then.
one who got hit by the acid splashes and the firebolt and the arrow, he runs over to Roland.
Whoa.
Does a 14 hit?
Yeah, I've got an armor class of 12.
Yeah, so he runs over to you and hits you with his battle axe and cuts you for 5 damage.
I've been hit harder.
Yeah.
By girls.
I had a wolf spider do better than that.
It's kind of an unfair comparison. The orc that got hit by fear, he spins around and attacks fear. He's going to two-hand it.
Bring it.
I'm assuming a 12 doesn't hit you.
Not even close.
Yeah, so he swings at you and you move a move away from his attack.
All right.
The third one's kind of assessing everyone and decides he's going to attack fear as well. I'm assuming a 22 will hit you.
No, I would say no. No, seriously. No.
22 is not going to hit you.
No, because I'm going to burn my one and only spell slot on shield.
All right. So, yeah, it looks like a deadly blow is about to be landed on you, and you make a swift incantation, and a shield rises up around you for a brief moment. Well, it's not that brief. It lasts until your next round, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes up and takes the strike and starts swirling around you, and of course aggravates the orc. With all 4 of them gone, Drazona, it's your turn.
She just looks at the orcs and says, "You guys suck. If you beg for mercy, maybe we'll make you our water boys or something." And then she just stabs the one that tried to hit her. And she gets a 13.
Yeah, that's enough.
That hits?
Yeah, they're only wearing leather armor.
Oh, okay. 9 points of damage.
Yeah, you stab him again, and he goes down. His head smashes off the table as he falls onto the bench and knocks it over.
You guys can always surrender.
Roland, your turn.
All right, I am going to
Oh, I'm sorry.
hurl another firebolt at this guy. The same one as before.
You get disadvantage using a ranged attack beside him.
Yeah, that's fine. 17.
Yeah, you hit him.
I'm surprised I haven't run out of luck on these rolls yet.
Well, let's see what the damage is.
And 7 damage.
Yeah, he's already in Feral Instinct, so you're getting ready to throw your firebolt at him, and he sees you casting the spell and tries to interrupt it, but you predict him, move your hand out of the way, and just hit him in the chest with it, and he falls backwards onto the ground.
And that's it for me.
The ironically more pleasant smell of flesh being singed by your magic kind of fills in front of you. Who's next? That would be Fear, your turn.
Ow.
I'm going to flame blade it again. Hit the one in front of me, I hope. Let's see. Nope. God damn it.
What'd you roll?
A 9.
Yeah, he dodges your attack, and that's Luna's turn. Do you want to use your inspiration? I forgot you had that.
Oh, no. Yes. Yes, I do.
So it's a d6.
Yep. Still no. 11.
Yeah, so you try to rally yourself the best you can with your inspiration, but it just doesn't seem to be enough, and you run your blade across his leather armor.
He's making my bed rolls for me tonight.
Ouch.
There is balance in the universe.
It's all right, Wheaton. So,
At least he scraped it.
Luna, your go.
All right. So, for my turn, I want to throw my bow into the air, leap up, and shoot it at the guy that's, remaining.
Sure, roll in acrobatics.
Yeah, jack of all trades.
Yeah. So, okay, jumping in the air isn't so much a problem, but once you make the jump, you do manage to actually grab onto it and hold it in the air.
Oh, so can I actually fire it midair now?
I don't see why not. So let's make the attack. Who are you shooting at? The one that Fear already hit or the uninjured one?
The one that Fear already hit.
What's your dexterity bonus?
+3.
All right. You jump in the air. You throw your bow in the air, jump, catch it, and shoot. And the arrow scuffs off his armor.
Scuffs as in like hit him or?
Yeah, it just kind of the blade hits his shoulder and it bounces off the leather.
Wow. Well, who wants another inspiration? I want to point that at Drazora. I believe that's how I say it. Yeah.
Close enough.
So, yeah, I want to do that before I even hit the ground. I want to swap to my viol and start playing it up there.
I don't know how. I mean, I guess this is all happening in 6 seconds. God damn.
Yes.
All right, so you're.
That's a
Take a
talented
shot.
lady there.
Yeah. I don't know how she's doing this. So you pull out your viol and start, rather than taking the effort to pull out your second bow, which is just kind of hanging off your belt, you use the bow you just shot with to play instead. And yeah. Do you want to do anything specific or?
I tell Jazora that sometimes the hardest battles is against yourself.
She just looks back at you. What?
Inspiration.
It's got to be the most entertaining dungeon I've ever been in.
I just give her a face of reassurance.
And then she kind of smiles and she's like, "That's right. Nobody can kill me but me."
See, there you go.
All right. That's a D6 for you. The one
Okay,
orc
now it
is
lands.
the one orc is going to attack Fear. Yeah, your shield spell's faded, so does an 18 hit you?
Just.
Ah, jeez.
Oh, he's the one that's two-handing. So he swings for a massive 3 damage. So he hits you, and the axe barely gets in through your armor, and he plunges it out of you. The other one's going to he's going to run towards Drazona, provoking an attack of opportunity if you want, Fear. You're really far away.
It doesn't matter. I'm really far away. What?
We can barely hear you.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me better?
Yes.
Okay. So attack of opportunity. he's moving out of my range, I'm assuming. So,
Yeah.
But, yeah, okay, whatever. Actually, I can do that. I can still do Wings Lane. Because I've got Warcaster. So I'm going to try that while he's still within 5 feet of the other orc, right?
Yeah.
Ah, son of a bitch. I rolled a natural 1. I cannot roll attacks today.
Roll another d20
Oh God.
and add your. We're gonna say add your strength to it.
I don't have any. 12.
Okay, so you swipe at him, and the orc doesn't really realize that you're even attacking him. You do a large overhead swing, and you slam your sword into, or what's your weapon of choice?
I'm actually using the Warhammer.
Okay, so you're using you smash your warhammer into the ground. It bounces out of your hands, but it doesn't travel anywhere. So it just bounces out of your hand and lands on the ground.
Joy. So I'm unarmed. Hey.
So he runs over to Trizona. Okay, so does a 13 hit?
My armor class is 13.
So yes.
Yeah.
Woo! You take 8 damage.
Okay.
So he runs up to you, and your shadows try to obscure his vision, but he seems quite confident in where you are and slams his axe into your shoulder, then pulls it out.
I just look at him, then I look over at what Fear just did, and I just like, maybe I should join you guys.
God.
It's your turn, so the other 2 attack.
But not just yet. So I'll try to stab him with my spear. No, I got a 21.
Yeah.
Wow. For 11 points of damage.
Wow. So you stab him, and you basically run him through. And that dreadful feral instinct kicks in, and he's still alive, but again, barely. He's on his last legs.
Just die already.
And top of the round, roll in.
I see what's going on over there. And I am going to hit this one with the acid splash again. Or, yeah, I'm going to hit him with acid splash. That's the dexterity saving throw for half damage.
Does anyone within 5 feet have to make that save? Or is it only enemies?
Oh, if I'm casting it at one creature, it says that I can cast it at 2 within 5 feet of each other.
Okay. Nope. He doesn't see it coming.
3 damage.
Are you hitting the one that was attacking Drazona? Or are you attacking?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Drazona, you're just watching this guy enter his feral instinct, and just a sloppy acid splash lands on top of him. And he's like,
Ha!
and then he drops to the ground.
You're welcome for the shave, buddy.
His face is all melted off.
Oh jeez.
Orcs are so stupid.
All right. That leaves us with Fear. Your weapon's on the ground, so you can pick it up.
Yeah, I'm going to pick it up. And there's one standing There's only one next to me now, right?
Yep, he's the last one alive.
Oh, that's one.
You're really far away again.
Sorry. I did actually buy a really good microphone that showed up from Amazon today. I just haven't set it up yet. So next time it will be awesome.
Nice.
15 to hit.
Ooh. That does it. Roll for damage.
4 damage.
Yeah, so he's injured from before. So you hit him again, and he staggers a bit, and you can see his eyes go bloodshot. And that leaves us with Luna.
Oh.
You just landed from your performance from earlier. What do you do?
I close my eyes.
Okay.
Then I draw my rapier. And
Okay.
And use the force.
could I use the force? Like,
I don't know. Do you know Vicious Mockery?
oh, I do.
So
Wait. Yeah. Is that helpful? I forget what that even does.
it does 1d4 damage, and if they fail to save, I believe it's if they fail to save, it does 1d4 and gives them disadvantage on their next attack.
Okay, I do Vicious Mockery.
What's your difficulty challenge to overcome it?
Not
That he does.
Well, I just need to wait, spell DC. 8 plus 2 plus my charisma is 13 for now.
Okay, so what do you want to say?
I don't know. I guess I say that you are a very beautiful person. As Vicious Mockery.
He says, "Beauty, beautiful, anything but that," and he axes himself in the face.
Okay. Huh.
He drops to the floor dead.
Vicious Mockery, or Suicide by Vicious Mockery.
All right.
Told
If you want to
we're
know,
stupid.
you deal 4 damage.
Nice.
Actually, the one that's closest to Drazana, she wants to like look and see if he has a money purse on him.
Oh yeah, they have some coins on them.
Yeah, whatever coins he's got in there, she's gonna like take them out and like throw them at Luna's feet.
All right, Luna, you receive 4 gold coins.
Okay.
She like sort of like tosses them one at a time.
I guess I'm just gonna see this as like, payment for my performance. I guess. I happily pick it up.
All right, you pick up the 4 coins as each individual one is being kind of flicked over to you.
Yeah.
All right, the room is clear. This place is actually dimly lit with torches. There is also a campfire to keep the place warm, but of course it's pretty lit up now. In the far corner, there seems to be just some sort of bracer laying on the table. There's a bunch of weapons in this room as well as the ones that they're carrying.
What kind of food and drink do they have?
Looks like rat.
Rat?
Yeah, it looks like they were eating rats. Of course, they fried them. They were drinking ale. So it seems that they either found some stash in this place or they went out and got some.
Drazana will sit down and start drinking ale and eating fried rat.
And I will, Fear will sit down and say, I'm going to take a short rest, guys. Is that okay?
Sounds
That
good.
is
So do you want to?
fine.
I think a short rest would do us all good.
Excellent.
All
I
right.
start playing the Song of Rest.
All right.
Yes.
So
How much does that add?
D6. So you guys are sitting there resting. There's plenty of items to be looked over.
And we beat the dungeon.
Anything interesting?
There seems to be a pair of just bracers. You're surprised that the orcs weren't wearing them. They seem to be in pretty good condition, despite the weapons and armor outside this place. One seems rather large and fairly thick, while the other half, the pair that goes with it, seems to be rather small and thin. Kind of looks like it would be a bracelet, if anything else.
Can I arcana check these things?
Yeah, you can arcana check them.
All right, I hit 12 and 22. Dealer's choice.
Which one's?
Which is which?
Well, which one's first?
So you said bracers and a bracelet. Is that what you said?
No, they're a pair, so they belong together.
Oh, it's not two items. It's a single item.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 12.
Okay. So you think that they do possess some sort of magical influence, perhaps towards transmutation?
Hmm.
I sit them down and kind of look at the bard and look at the bracers and look at the bard and look at the bracers and look at the bard and look at the bracers.
Heck. So,
Do you want to investigate the bracers?
Oh, geez. Jazan will grab the. You two get a room. She'll grab the bracers and look them over. She got a 14 in her Arcana check.
You basically come to the same conclusion as she does. They belong together. They don't work if they're separate. Something to do about transmutation, but you can't get a good reading on them.
wait a minute.
Would
I
you,
wanna-
would you guys like me to take a look?
Well,
Or that.
I imagine having 4 spellcasters, this would be the perk of looking at magic items.
I just want to check if they're like cursed or not.
Well, I only rolled a 7, so I have no idea what's going on with these things.
Yeah, when you try to read them, you can't concentrate on them for some reason, and they get all foggy, and their aura is mysterious to you. Luna, do you have an Arcana bonus?
Nope. But Jack.
Okay. Yeah, so you rolled 20.
Oh,
So
Bards, man.
it's bards, man. All right, so everyone's kind of taking a look at them, and you take a look at them, and yeah, again, like I told everyone else, they don't work when they're separate. Definitely a transmutation. You feel like it's related to strength.
no.
Do you know the dwarven language?
Nope.
So the only thing I can tell you is, without being able to read the inscriptions on it, is that well, usually dwarven items are practical, so it seems strange that they would make a smaller bracelet that with a big bracer.
That is kind of strange. Does anyone know Dwarvish? Just out of curiosity.
I do.
You mind reading the inscription here?
Sure.
I guess I show him the thingies.
Basically, it's just instructions. It's kind of foreboding when you read it. It says, when using these, put it on the arm that you want to get stronger, and the bracelet on the arm that you don't intend on using.
I don't like the sound of that. But I guess it's like some sort of enhancement at the expense of another arm. So now I'm just curious. Like, does anyone want to try it on?
I think it's worth some money, but I don't know that I want to risk it.
So they don't seem cursed.
I mean, they have a warning that comes with them, so that might not be the greatest thing to put on.
Probably why they didn't put it on.
If I was you, I would put them in my backpack, and if we ever make it out of here, maybe we can sell them or have them checked out or something.
True. Can I slip it onto one of the dead bodies?
Sure.
Okay.
You attach the bracelet and the bracer onto a dead body, nothing happens.
Yeah, probably has to be a living target then. All right, well,
we know it doesn't raise the dead now.
Yeah. So I'm guessing you want to hang on to these.
Okay. I'll throw them in my backpack.
I help him do so. Okay.
Okay. So there's nothing else in this room. There's, of course, the weapons, but really they'd just be weight. It would take you days to even be able to sell them.
Yeah. What are our options on where to go?
Well, there's only one way out of this room. So
well, if we went back to that one long hall and past the room where the orc was with the magic circles in the ground, if we kept going south, there was like a hall down that way. It looked like it had a pit or something in the middle of it, though.
Oh yeah.
Is that where y'all want to go check that out?
Might as well knock it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we can get across the pit, sure.
Well, let's just see what we could do there, at the very least.
all right, you guys seem to know exactly where you're going, as you've perfectly described it. And you go past the secret door that you came through, past the room with the orc shaman, and you continue south, and of course you arrive at the pit. The pit is as wide as the hallway, and it's about 20 feet long. There doesn't seem to be any way to pass over it, and well, not easily, anyways. There are some heavy roots above this pit.
How deep is the pit?
The pit appears to be about 40 feet deep. If you fell in, it would be incredibly difficult for you to climb out.
Can we see what's down there?
Roll perception.
+3.
Not really. You look down in there, and you see what looks like a pile of bones. The only thing that catches your eye is that it's pretty clean down there.
Oh, wow. pristine.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Like there's nothing
Drasana,
there.
Drasana wants to look for like secret levers or another I don't know, another brick to push or something like that. Because if somebody sort of lives down here, surely they wouldn't want this pit here all the time. So maybe there's like a secret lever or something that brings a floor out somehow or something.
Roll investigation.
19.
Nope. Nothing really comes out or jumps out at you.
Okay.
Just a pit in the middle of the room.
Maybe we should go back down the other hall, the narrow one, and come back this way later.
Well, maybe, but I mean, I got a 50-foot rope on me, so you know, I'm guessing some of you do too.
Yeah, I do.
So, I mean, we could secure a rope in these limbs or whatever roots that are above us, and then just climb down to the bottom, cross over the other side, throw up another rope to climb up. But that may be work we don't want to do at the moment.
I don't think I have a problem with that. Can we see what's on the other side?
It's just more hallway. Anyone with dark vision, because of the torch that is lit, anyone with dark vision can see the end of the hallway.
What's at the end of the hallway?
Roll a perception.
Let's see.
Yeah, you can't really tell.
Natural 1, nothing.
Unless you rolled an 8.
Oh,
There's something definitely over there, but you can't discern it.
I got a
Yeah, I
natural 1.
rolled a 4.
Yeah, you guys can't discern what's on the other side. It's something metal is over there, and it looks like some more webbing. But other than that, you can't guess any specifics.
If y'all want to go ahead and cross this pit, I'm all for it.
Let's get the rope out then.
Okay. Trezana will get her rope out and try to secure it above us.
Yep. So it's quite easy. The roots are incredibly thick and heavy, probably from some of the forest trees growing into the grounds and breaking through here.
And then she'll climb down to the bottom of the pit.
Roll another perception.
7.
One more time. Roll a nature.
An 11.
All right. You're looking down at the bottom. You get about halfway down, and you're looking down at this, and you're really surprised at how clean this place is. The bottom of this pit is. Like the moss comes all the way down, and then it just suddenly stops around where you are.
Okay. Can I cast a cantrip while hanging from a rope?
I don't see why not.
Okay. I'm going to cast. Well, I'm halfway down, so it should be within distance. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion. And basically, I just want to cast an image of like a halfling standing on the ground at the bottom.
All right. You successfully cast your cantrip, but as soon as you try to concentrate it into the area that you want it to exist, it starts to, like, you can see the spell attempt to form, but it never actually comes to being a solid being, and just the spell fails.
Huh. All right. I want to try a different cantrip. I'm going to shoot an Eldritch Blast at the floor.
All right. Is it an attack roll?
It would be normally, if that's what you want me to do.
Make an attack roll.
I got a 22.
Yep. You, strangely enough, you hit something and slime starts blasting all around you.
If it matters, I did 9 points of damage.
That's definitely significant. Whatever is below you, it starts rippling, and you can see whatever you hit is the ooze is rippling below you. And as you are looking around from hanging off your rope, you can see that with every jiggle, it almost instantly erodes and disintegrates the moss around you.
Okay. I start climbing back up, and I say, don't come down here.
Well, then.
I'm gonna.
Does a 15 hit you?
Oh,
Drazana?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 15 would hit her.
All right. As you blast this thing with an Eldritch Blast and start making your way up, anyone who would be looking down this pit sees some strange clear substance arc up and hit her in the back.
Yeah,
Do I
Roland is
take damage?
definitely watching.
yeah. Huh? So what happens?
Yeah, you take 11 points of damage.
Oh,
That
geez.
sucks. I keep climbing.
Yeah, is she able to continue?
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it too.
All right. Nah, I won't do that. You know, actually, yeah. I'll have you make an athletics check.
Jeez.
I've got a +5 and rolled a natural 20.
Yeah, you get hit, and this acid from whatever just hit you splashes all over your body, and you hold on to that rope for dear life. You start climbing up, and as you're climbing up, where the acid splashed around you,
Yeah.
you climb up. You easily climb up this rope all the way back up to the top, and where you were climbing up, you see the rope just kind of getting eaten by the acid that was splashing around you, and it falls into whatever just hit you, and the rope just disintegrates as it enters this clear creature.
Drazana climbs over the edge, falls on her back, and just lays there and looks up and says, yeah, let's go the other way.
I while she was climbing up, while this was happening, I also leaned over and Eldritch Blast down there.
Yep, roll an attack roll.
12.
Yeah, it hits it.
10 damage.
Yeah, the more ooze splashes around, and the creature down below wiggles and worms, but can't seem to go anywhere.
Come on, guys. Range attack. Let's kill this thing.
All right, so
So what the hell? I'll shoot a firebolt down there.
All right, you guys, it can't move, so you guys continue throwing fire and Eldritch blasts and
Yeah.
mocking it, probably yelling profanity, and eventually it just dies.
okay, I'm just saying, I yell compliments.
Okay, so not very effective insults, and eventually it just melts into a pile.
I look at the other warlock and say, would you like to go back down there and grab your pride?
I still have my pride. Just not stupid. And since I don't have a rope anymore, I guess not.
Well,
You can borrow
it's
my
like
rope.
You have 40 feet of rope left.
Oh, okay. Sure. If I still have 40 feet of rope, I'll climb back down.
Do you think that was the only one down there?
Only one way to find out.
That would be so fucking dickish.
She'll start climbing down.
Have, like one of those berries still.
Oh, yeah. That's not a bad idea. I'll eat a berry.
All right. Roll heal yourself for 1d6 plus 4.
Oh, I get 8 points back.
Nice.
Yep. So most of the burn marks that you just received start healing over. Also, you don't need to eat for the day. So, of course, you start scaling down. Roll another nature.
Nature. I got a 2.
Yep. Nothing weird going on here.
All clear, guys.
So what do you do now that you're, well, literally at the end of your rope?
I say, wee!
Am I near ground?
Because your rope got eaten a bit, it's a 10-foot drop, but if you hang out the very bottom of it, you should be able to fall safely.
I'll do that.
All right. I'm going to say make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, well. I have a +1 and I rolled a 1.
Yeah. So you land feet first, and the creature's remains still seem to be acidic, and it burns your feet for 4 damage.
Great. Anyone have any vinegar?
Not on me.
I have coffee.
Alkaline?
I'll use my spear to kind of look through the goop, see if there's anything of interest down here.
There is a gold necklace.
I'll use the end of my spear to pick it up, kind of let it drain a little bit, and then just kind of wipe it off in my pants, leggings, and
All right.
I guess pocket it for now. A gold necklace. Okay.
All right.
Oh, what the heck? I'll give it a real quick Arcana check to see if I think it might be of magical use. 14.
Yeah,
Like 14.
no, it doesn't seem to be anything, just a trinket.
Okay. That's like, okay. Well, guys, do you want to throw me down another rope and I can cross to the other side and put it up, or do you all want to all come down and then we put up the new rope, or how do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'll follow down. And some of these other guys had rope, right? So I'll grab a rope from them and I'll follow. I'll go down.
Yeah, I have rope.
Yeah, I'll grab your rope and go down.
Shizona, your boots are not looking very good right now.
Okay. Does it look like I'm going to take more damage from them if I stay down here?
It's eroding your boots, but as long as you don't, you feel like if you don't move too much, if you take your time, it might not splash up on you.
Okay. She'll yell that out. When you get down here, move slowly. This stuff's still acidic and splashing around everywhere.
Ugh.
All right. You attempt to climb the other side then?
Yes.
Okay. Roll.
Oh, no. What am I rolling on? Athletics?
Athletics.
15.
I assist. I assist.
Are you going to yell some motivation?
No, I'm there.
Okay, so you jump down. You're going to need to make a con save too.
Great. 19.
You take 1 damage from the acid. Yeah. All right. Roll to aid him.
Doesn't he just get advantage?
Or I'm assuming you're proficient in athletics then?
I am.
Okay. Yeah, so roll again, Ty. Take the highest.
In that case, she got a 24.
Oh yeah. You kind of slip a bit on the first stones because of the wet acid, but he brushes it off for you. Doesn't seem to burn him, and he helps you through the worst of it, and you easily make your way up most of the way.
Okay.
Eventually, you climb up to the top, and you're on the other side.
What do I see there?
Nothing seems to have been attracted by recent events.
No, but you said there was something metal earlier. I figure since I'm closer, maybe I can see it now.
It's still pretty far away. You can make a perception if you want.
And got a 16.
Looks like some sort of steel grate.
Like across the passageway or in the ground or the floor? Or?
In the west walls. So it's like you get to the very end of the hallway, and there's a path to the right and the path to the left, and then on the left side is a steel grate.
Okay. Okay, guys. There's more passageway up here.
I climb up and hang out. Prepared to take the lead so that my AC can be in front.
Well, make an athletics.
But didn't he? I brought rope. Did he drop the rope down?
Yeah, I gave you your rope.
Yes, he's got a rope now.
Okay. So you help him out. It's no problem. And you guys you make a hanging like rope to kind of climb, to pull yourselves over with. I imagine nobody has less than 8 strength, so we can assume you can lift your own body weight.
It's debatable.
Yeah, I have a 13 strength.
Yeah,
Is the
so
floor still acidy?
Yes.
If you want to fall 40 feet and then hit the acid, yes.
So, but it'd still burn if I just climb down, right?
I'm assuming there's no rope to climb down. They would have used the rope to make the little.
That's not correct.
No, there were 2 ropes.
There were 2 ropes.
Oh, okay, so you guys still have to climb down then?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so.
Okay.
So I can start climbing down.
Yes.
Yes, so the floor is still acidy.
I get off one rope, get on the other rope, climb up.
Make a con save.
Yeah, that's a 6.
You take wow. You take 6 acid damage as you're traversing. It's it feels like it's melting your feet.
Oh my goodness! Did you already like walk through?
Yep.
I panicked and hurried.
All right, you start panicking and hurrying, and that's the exact opposite of the instructions given to you, and you need to make a second con save.
Oh god!
As your feet kind of land in the acid, you start to panic, and your adrenaline kicks in, and you start running across.
Not an ash to the splashing.
18.
Oh,
You take another 1 point of damage as you get to the other end and start climbing up. Your feet feel like they're on fire. It hurts so much.
I'm not made.
Luna,
Oh,
can I put like some bags over my boots? Like I really don't want to ruin these.
I give Gerald a gooseberry.
yeah, when he climbs up, he is just freaking out over all the pain that's going over his feet. And once he finally climbs over, you look at his feet, and his probably cloth or even padded boots are just gone from the ankle down. It's just his bare feet, and they're badly disfigured.
and that was 1d6 plus 4, right?
Yeah.
All right, that about fills me back up.
So it healed you for 6 or all the way?
Yeah, I rolled a 6 on that.
Okay, yeah. So there's a bit of acid, like melt still there, but it definitely hurts a lot less. Luna,
Yeah.
what do you do? You're kind of just looking at him, like watching him climb in his bare feet, like his feet literally melting as he's basically being pulled up at that point. He's too afraid to properly climb for himself, and I imagine Zona is just pulling him up, regrettably.
We need to kill something with the same size feet as me.
As long as they weren't excruciatingly tiny, anything would work. We can stuff like paper.
My God, there has to be something I could do.
All right, so the three of you are just standing there, rolling. You're kind of just feeling your feet, and you're like, "Oh, good thing we have these berries." And
There's a whole bunch of dead orcs back there. They may have had boots, but they're the opposite direction now.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not going back that way for a while.
how far away are they?
the dead orcs.
Yes.
They're about 200 feet away.
How?
It would take you about 6 turns to go there and back if you're dashing.
Dashing.
All right, so you guys are just leaning over the edge, and you're watching
Bye.
her, and you're like, and she just starts climbing up, and then starts running back down the other way.
One moment, please. Okay.
What's your constitution?
Me?
Yes,
I didn't even go down yet. Just saying.
I know. What's your constitution?
What's my constitution? Oh God, 16.
All right, so you get to the orcs without any problem.
Oh,
What do? They're all dead. They're wearing leather boots.
crap. Do those boots look durable?
No, they're kind of bloodied now. Some of them are also partially melted.
I threw acid all over that room.
They're anything.
And they're orc boots. It's not like they're Doc Martens or something.
Is there anything that will protect my feet? That I can find. There has to be something in here.
You think if you could carry the table down, you might be able to throw it into the pit. If you're lucky, it might land on its feet. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Can I
40 foot
bring-
drop. Them legs aren't gonna break.
Can I bring like multiple tables?
I'm just gonna let you do this. So, roll in athletics.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah, you get a +3 bonus.
While she's doing all this, we're just going to take a short rest.
Yeah, so you guys are watching, resting and watching when she shows up. In the first table, she's like hauling over her head, full sprinting down this hallway, and she just throws it into the pit.
Okay.
The pit, once it hits the bottom of the pit, you can immediately hear it sizzling. The legs of the fucking table shatter.
Shatter?
The actual like top part of it starts melting.
Trezana takes out a sheet of paper, writes a letter, a number 8 on it, and holds it up.
Okay.
Do you want to go get the second one?
Yes, quickly.
All right, you get halfway there, and you're suffering from a 1 level of fatigue.
What? Really? Come on, I'm fit. You know what? Fine. I wish I could inspire myself.
All right, you managed to pick up a table, but it's definitely a lot heavier than you remember it. And you managed to get through the door. You can't dash because you're now encumbered. And eventually it takes you about a minute to get to the pit. The other table has already melted, and you kind of just push it over the edge. This time, the table just lands upside down.
Oh.
So the legs are sticking up, and it's melting.
Are you serious? Can I still use that to my advantage? Like,
you can try.
Oh, God.
You could take your boots off and leave them there if you're worried about them.
Yeah, but then my feet.
Don't worry, Trezana will take you out for a mani-pedi after all this is over with.
This is not good. We're gonna be in here for too long. Well,
I don't know.
how fast is it deteriorating? Like this table?
Yeah, it's already gone.
It's already gone. What?
Yeah, it's just the top part, the actual like top of it is already melted, and the legs just kind of fell into the ooze.
Can I leap across?
Yeah.
Say yeah, but
I mean,
Well,
you can try.
there is a rope hanging there. Can she maybe swing across somehow? I don't know.
Yeah, that would definitely be more reasonable than trying to make a 20-foot jump.
that was what I was gonna say next. Okay, so
While playing a tune.
You know, if I wasn't so fatigued right now, maybe I would.
Okay, actually, this will sound a little crazy, but within the realm of possibility. We have a rope hanging on either end. Where we are, we could. It's only 20 feet, which yes, that's a good jump, but it's not really much of a throw. We could take the end of our rope, throw it to her, the 20 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and she could either grab onto our rope and then swing over to our side, or she could tie it off on her end, and then she could like hand walk over or tightrope walk or however she wanted to do it.
Which one seems more likely? I want to do it.
It's whatever. This is your life on the line. They're giving you options.
Hopefully you have a good athletics roll.
I have good athletics. All right. So I say that you should toss the rope, and I'll try to catch it. Wait, how long is the rope?
It's 50 feet.
Oh yeah. I'll catch it and swing my way over to the wall without touching the floor.
Throw one into the rope to her.
I catch it.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I won't make you roll for that. You catch it. Now all you have to do is swing down, slam against the wall, and climb up.
Okay, I'd rather slam against the wall. Wait, can
All
I
right.
do it like wait. Hold on. Can I put like
Whatever roll you have to make, it better not be a 1.
Okay, so what kind of roll would I need to do to like try to, catch myself against the wall with the rope? Can they secure it like tight enough?
They already secured it. It's hanging off the roots. The roots are nice and strong and sturdy. It hasn't let you down during the climb up and down on the other one.
Oh god.
They're basically just watching.
So basically I have to do like an athletics roll?
Yeah.
To see. All right.
Yeah.
Drozana's gonna like whisper to the two guys that are with her. It's like 5 gold says she doesn't make it.
Why?
All right, you ready, Luna?
I freaking.
I'm having trouble if I look endangered.
All right, I summon like all the courage within me.
All right, you take a deep breath.
Nothing I can't handle.
This is just like in the theaters, and they always make it.
Yeah, this is all part of the act. All right. I guess I freaking leave.
All right.
I make it.
What's your athletics bonus?
My athletics bonus is
+3?
plus, +3.
All right. So, if you didn't exhaust yourself doing that little thing before, you would have had an 18 with your bonus was 21. But you exhausted yourself, so you have a 7.
Okay, to be fair, it wasn't exhaustion, it was first level fatigue.
Yeah, and it gives you disadvantage on all of your athletics and physical activities. So everything is looking good, and suddenly your fingers slip a bit as you're falling, and it jerks, and you hit the wall, and you just start falling.
Can I catch myself? Can I reattach myself to the rope? Bullet time?
Yeah, let's roll Sleight of Hands. I'm sure it's also a +3.
That's dexterity.
Yep. Oh, so you got a +4 then?
Yup. Well, actually, that'd be a +5. Yep.
All right, so you put your hands on the rope, but you're not strong enough to catch yourself, and you land in the acid and take 2d6 points of falling damage.
And just
Holy
like that, all that was for naught.
You take I'm gonna roll an acrobatics for you.
So next time, just walk through the acid, dude.
So yeah, you try to tumble at the very least, but you just land flat on your back. You take 11 points of fall damage, and I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
+3.
Drozana looks at Fear and says, "You owe me 5 gold."
Hey, I'm not freaking done yet.
And then she'll look over the side and say, "Do you need a berry?"
Save it when I get up there.
How much HP do you have?
Oh, I got that special number of 19,000.
Yeah, you're definitely pushing your limits. You've taken a total of 14 damage.
Okay. Well,
So her entire body is just covered in acid, and you just hear a loud smack. It's at first it's like somebody landing in like a pudding, but then you do hear the hard hit of stone underneath.
So, yeah, I might have killed myself. All right, well, can I just freaking get up and climb normally? Like, it's so stupid.
All right. You grab onto the rope, and you guys want to pull her up. She seems pretty fucking defeated.
Yes.
So you guys pull her up.
Tie around you and we will pull you up.
Yeah. It's difficult. She's
Breaks and Allen dies.
surprisingly no one dies. So you pull her up, and she's just an absolute mess. In her attempt to avoid saving her feet and her boots, her hair is savagely singed. You can even see that some of like her skin's melted. Her clothes are just absolutely messed up. It's barely enough to really call her covered at this point, and her shoes are just devastated.
Say, honey, have you considered that the adventuring life may be just a little too grimy for you?
Damn, girlfriend, we're going to have to get you to the salon.
Am I dead?
You feel dead. You're still alive.
That's all right. Here, have a berry.
I kind of just opened my mouth.
That's what got you into all that.
She just
Does somebody like have a change of clothes so she can get like the 2 threads of acid covered shit off of her?
I show my disguise kit, or at least points. Well, I don't know. There's costumes in there. I can wear them.
Oh
That
god,
works, actually.
I should roll for that.
And now she's a nun.
Hold on,
Or a
maybe.
hooker.
Hold on. All right.
It's a French maid outfit.
I'll roll my good one.
You know, if I wasn't so damaged, you could
All right.
want to be.
Yeah, your disguise kit, all your equipment is intact, despite your incredibly hard landing. Your equipment, you managed to get up fast enough to spare your equipment of the same fate.
Okay. Well,
So, I mean, your backpack's a little rugged and burned now, but it's holding everything. So that's good.
did someone give me that berry?
Yeah, you eat it. Basically, he has to give it to you because you're just too tired. And you are healed for 6 points of damage.
Hey. All right.
So you've all made it across. Luna, you're starting to wish you hadn't.
Nope.
Well, we can at least take the rope with us that's on this side.
All right. She has a level of fatigue on her.
Yeah.
We can tell she's exhausted.
I would say you need a medicine because it's only 1 level. But
I do have an herbalism kit.
yeah, if you had more time, you could definitely make her a potion. Or some like skin cream or something.
I've actually got a healer's kit. I don't know if that would help in this situation.
Well, if you want to be generous,
I have a healer's kit too.
If you guys are feeling generous, you could use it to spare some of her disfigurement.
I'm disfigured?
Sure.
All right, both of you roll medicine checks. Yeah, the acid got to you pretty bad. You got some scarring on like your belly, on your back.
With my bonuses, I got 20.
Oh, that's good because I only got an 8.
Yeah, so you managed to remove almost all of the scarring. She's got one on her. She's got one. I'm gonna say on her heel that just it it looks like it was going to be a serious injury. So you managed to remove that from the fall damage that she took, but it wasn't. You no matter how hard you guys tried, you couldn't get rid of the scarring that it was
Don't
going
worry,
to
your
leave.
hair will grow back.
At least it's only on the heel.
Wait. So how's my hair?
Oh, it's absolutely fucking ravaged. Like it looks like if I would say like it looks like if you had long hair, it's basically now short hair up to like your neck, and some of it looks like, and it went up to probably like the balding spot up to the back of your temple. So it kind of looks like if somebody didn't know your proper age, it looked like you would have been balding.
I shed a single tear.
So which
It'll
costume are
grow
you putting
back.
on?
So I'm just gonna say that my disguise. Wait, what'd you say?
Which costume are you going to put on?
I didn't even decide what they were. But what would I have had? Huh? I don't know. Let's say that it was a freaking princess's dress.
All right. So now you guys are accompanied by a princess.
Salvaged.
It's
All
not
right.
going to really save her hair, but she looks
A
nice.
princess with bad hair. Okay.
Hey, I put a freaking sun hat on.
Actually, if you've got a disguise kit, there might be wigs in there.
Duh. So right. I look for the wig that's obviously in there. That represents, the hair actually is better.
Hey, she doesn't look like much, but Drazana is female. Come on.
All right. So
Your picks are worse than mine.
yeah, we'll say she's got a nice red and white dress, and she's got nice long white hair to go with it.
like super long.
You use some like old paste to kind of put it on your head so it doesn't fall off.
And now, since she's dressed like a princess and she's got long hair, Drazana will take out that gold necklace and put it around her neck.
I feel so good now, even though it hurts.
All right. You've now allowed her to complete the outfit.
Wow. Thank you, everybody.
Like to tie on these bracers we found.
It's like a TV show. It's like a TV reality show. It's like Complete Makeover Dungeon Edition.
Yes.
Dungeon is performed in a live audience.
Yeah.
You guys are so amazing. I love you all. Oh, jeez. Crisis semi-averted. All right. So, wait. How much was I healed? Just to get my HP.
You got 6 health back.
And I took 14.
Yes.
Okay.
Or
All right.
sorry, you took 15, but yeah.
Okay.
All right, so yeah. So you guys head to the end of this hallway.
Yeah. I apologize for the shenanigans. Sorry.
You look perfectly suited for this now.
Definitely not out of place.
Jeez. All right. I kind of just hold myself and continue with them.
All right. You guys continue
So,
traveling south.
I was going to say, do we want to take another short rest or do we want to keep going?
Well, we took care of her fatigue, so
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, unless somebody's
Oh no,
hurting,
she's still
health.
fatigued. It's just you removed her like serious injury, which was her heel, and you got rid of most of her disfigurement. So when she does grow back her hair, it will be normal.
Okay, so maybe a short rest would be good.
Okay.
I mean, she likes to be able to, throw her bow in the air and jump and grab it, and she'll probably use her dress as like a parachute now.
Daryl, a short rest does literally nothing.
Hey.
So, what's the benefit?
The benefit of a short rest.
Well, it's not going to cure her fatigue, and she's gotten back all or I guess half of it once, but
Mechanically, you're right. It won't cure her fatigue.
That's true. Then onward we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys continue down south, and you get to the steel grate that you saw before. I want you to make an investigation check.
It's on the right, did you say?
Right
Left.
is a hallway. Left is the grate.
Left
Also,
is the grate. Okay.
Yeah. So how you're facing right now, it is to the west.
Okay.
I got 17.
Good, because I got a 5.
All right. You're examining it carefully, and with the 5, you're like, it doesn't look like it can be moved or anything. But he points out that the steel grate is actually on hinges. It's not actually a grate. It's a steel iron bar door.
I knew that. I was just testing you.
It actually opens up. It is actually pushed against the wall on the other side, so you can push it open.
So we can go right or left now.
To the right is a hallway full of spider webs.
Yeah, let's go left. Let's go to this steel grate.
Sure, left.
Wait, so
Left
what's
it
on the
is.
left side?
Say again, Lena.
What is on the left side?
Left side is the steel grate, which is actually an iron bar door that you've opened. And to the right is spider webs.
Yeah. I agree with them.
All right. So you all start moving to the left or the west, and by Gerald, I'm sure he'll be back. And it enters this small. There's a lot of tools here. Most of them are pretty. I wouldn't say unusable, but it would be pretty insane to use some of these tools. They're incredibly rusty, but they still look fairly sharp. In the middle, but what immediately draws your attention is a cellar door. Unlike all the other doors in this place, it's not well maintained, but it's definitely usable, and you could walk on it if you wanted to.
Does it look feasible? Huh.
Yeah,
Can we just try to open it?
yeah. It's got a ring that you can use to pull on it, and you pull on it, and it opens up.
Okay.
You look down, and it's a 20-foot climb down a pretty sturdy-looking ladder. Compared to the rest of this place, this looks like the only ladder that seems to be usable.
So it stops at 20 feet?
Yeah, so it touches the ground.
Is there just a room down there, or is there like a tunnel that goes off, or?
Yeah, it looks like a tunnel. It doesn't look like the hallways that you've been traversing through. It's actually pretty clean, despite the moss that's trying to grow through it. Looks like somebody actually takes care of this place. There's actually light down there as well.
Oh. Is it like torchlight or magic light or?
Torchlight.
What do you guys think? Should we investigate?
Always.
Okay. I will try to climb down stealthily.
Are you sure you don't want Luna to do that?
No, I do not want Luna to do that.
Okay.
I know she's probably better at stealth than I am, but in case the bottom of this place is like full of acid or something, I don't want to ruin her princess dress.
See?
That's gonna be a joke now. All right. You climb down. Make a stealth check if you show desire.
Stealth check, 11.
Perfect. Nobody hears you except for your friends.
Oh. I'll hold you to that.
I knew that would
Like,
happen.
get to the bottom. And what's the light source?
Light source seems to be a torch. They seem to be spread out 30 feet from each other, alternating the sides of the tunnel. The tunnel starts out small. You kind of have to duck down a bit because it's only about 5 feet tall. But it does open up to a wider area and starts to get a little wider and wider every time. It kind of stops between about 8 feet tall and 10 feet wide.
Okay, guys, I'm going to sneak down this hallway just to see what's there real quick. If you hear me scream, oh my freaking gods, they're killing me, then come down here.
Okay.
You can actually see right to the very end because there's so many lights, and you just see a dwarf. Dwarf picking up ores and moving them into crates and sorting the stuff out.
Ores? Like metal
Metals.
ores?
Yep.
Okay.
Some of them are rocks, but I guess, that's part of mining.
I'll climb halfway back up the ladder so I don't have to shout or anything and whisper to my companions at what I saw down here.
Huh.
There's a orc with, it looks like precious metals, and I'm guessing our wizard ran away.
Roland's he's lagging. He's skipping back and forth between two spots. Bad latency.
Okay.
Online game jokes.
Yeah.
He's sending me a message.
And as soon as he gets here, he yells, "Leroy!"
No.
At least he ain't cooking. Okay.
Tastes just like you.
Yeah, I gotta send him another invite.
Okay.
It's a good thing you don't know each other, or you guys must be seriously bothered about Luna being almost killed.
Hey, doing kind of fine now.
I'm curious. Yeah, that would have killed you if I added that. Never mind.
Gotta say those things out loud.
Just so you know, it would have happened.
Nah, it didn't happen. So it wouldn't have. But I'm not gonna, get cocky because you like to kill me. So yeah.
The old dwarf miner starts singing a dwarven song down there as he's sorting out rocks and iron ores.
Can I hear it from up here?
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't sing along.
Not that you can understand him anyways, because he's singing it in dwarvish.
Nope. I still sing it. Just wouldn't understand it.
Roll history.
Okay.
I got to roll the history for you. +3?
Plus. Actually, +4.
Yeah, you definitely know the song. You can sing along to it if you want.
I probably shouldn't. I don't want to jeopardize the mission. Unless he wouldn't come through where my friend is down there right away.
Well, you can make an insight if you want.
Insight.
Yeah, you absolutely don't know who takes care of this place. I mean, it can't be the dwarf. He's too busy mining.
Oh. I thought it'd be an insight to know if this would be like a decent idea or not.
Oh, yeah, it's a good idea.
Whistle while you work.
Wait,
That's
is
the,
that
that's the
really?
song, isn't it?
Yeah. But is that really what my insight told me?
Do you roll a 5?
Just keep to what I need to do and await further instructions.
Yeah, the Matrix is taking our wizard. Not cool, dude.
What am I able to see from up here?
Your friends just hanging off a ladder, rusty tools, grindstone. The grindstone seems pretty worn out, but still usable. Some whetstones. Nothing much besides that. You do see some empty crates nearby.
Huh.
So now we go figure out what that door stood.
You guys can go do whatever. Roland will follow quietly as he usually does.
Okay.
So you guys go down, or
I thought he was gonna go investigate it.
Yeah.
all right? So you go back down the ladder, and of course you see the same thing as last time. It's just a dwarf sorting out ores, picking up crates, moving them. He seems to be the only one there.
Well, considering it's a dwarf.
Oh, what the heck. Drazana will just walk in. Hi.
Nah. It's been a long time since I've had anybody come around here.
What are you doing down here?
Says doing the dwarven duty, mining, looking for metals.
Aren't
No
you
orcs or
He says, I deal with them as they come. Usually they don't get... They're not smart enough to open my door. Which makes me wonder, how'd you get past it?
We opened a door.
Says blast. Says, well, you're definitely a smarter orc. What do you want?
Nothing. We're just down here looking around, saw light, and here we are.
We? He looks past you. Doesn't see anybody.
No, I walk up. Hello.
Ah, blast. Adventurers. Should have known.
I guess I eventually come down.
Yes. And we have a princess with us.
Hi.
Do you want to make a deception check?
Boom. Yes. Duh. That is like my main skill.
What's your deception bonus?
Plus 5 with advantage.
You don't get to pick that. But either way, it's kind of your lousiest performance of a princess, but in the heat of the moment, you kind of just give him a nice little wave. And he says, oh, well, I guess I shouldn't disappoint royalty. He cleans up his beard a bit and pulls out a cloth and wipes his face, but ends up dirtying his face more. And he says, oh, what brings you down here? Of course you're adventuring, but what are you looking for?
Monsters to kill and treasure? I mean, what else do adventurers look for?
Loot crate.
He says, get out of my boxes. They're not for you.
We're also wondering if there was any other like survivors.
He says, it's been me. I've been here for nearly 50 years.
By yourself?
He says, well, I don't travel through the rest of the place, but I keep to my mind.
What can you tell us about what all is you have seen down here?
He says, oh, well, there's a lot of things I'd be seeing down here. One of which is the dead. The dead definitely like to roam around here. Sometimes it's just ghosts of adventurers who die down here. I can usually just tell them they're lost, and then they get lost. I do see...
Show him that glove thing we found. Maybe he knows what it does.
Oh, the brace again.
Great idea.
Right. Yeah, you show him the bracer, and he says, yes, we used to use those quite often. You see, when we came to this place ourselves a long time ago, we were trying to colonize this place. We just thought it was another excavation that we could get away with. Turned out to be a lot more dangerous than that, and it turned out to be quite a big deal until we got a little too deep, and, well, most of us died, as you could have guessed. You show him the bracers, and he says, these things were used in case dwarves lost a limb. You put the big one on the arm that you still had, and then you put this little bracelet around the other arm, and it sucks the life out of the other arm and puts it into your other one.
Okay.
He says, if you had both your hands, it wouldn't be that too much useful. You could still use big weapons with it. In our case, tools. But if you use a shield or whatnot, or you are a big fan of using two weapons, it wouldn't be much help.
So let me ask this out of character. You could use a heavy two-handed weapon with one hand?
Yes. But it basically completely makes your other arm irrelevant. It shrivels it up and makes it pretty much useless.
Thing is, I've got some skills with the hex blade that do not work with two-handed weapons because I'm holding them with two hands.
Well, again, I don't think it would be that useful to you because it makes the other arm useless, so you wouldn't be able to cast spells with it.
Okay, got it.
He says they were cursed items, to be sure, but cursed items are cheaper than magic items to make. And if you already lost your arm, it's not bad of a trade-off. Thing is, just like all cursed items, once you put the bloody things on, you can't get them off unless you have somebody to remove the curse. And then he hands them back to you. He says, be careful when you choose to wear them.
Yeah. Well, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I can't hear Luna.
He's pretty quiet. So he says, if there's anything else I can help you, young lady, yeah, ladies and lads with. He says, if you want to buy some of my ores, I've got some good stuff just now.
See, you're the only one down here. There's no other dwarves.
He says, if there be other dwarves, I don't know about them.
I don't think I need anything from you. Though it might be good to know you're here.
He says, well, I don't know if I should take you with me down to my other levels, but it's be mighty dangerous to leave into those dungeons. But if you really desire to go deeper with my help, then I won't stop you.
I still think we've got some other places to look at here.
He says, good. I do keep some extra potions on just in case if you run out or something. But I generally need them for myself. He shows you a couple scars and he tells you that he needs them for when falling rocks hit him. He has to go drag himself back up here.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
He says, are you sure? I got some mithril down here. And he shows you a nice bright green, kind of reflective ore.
I don't think there's anything I need, but as crazy as this will sound to a dwarf, I'm really not into money all that much.
He says, well, maybe we can barter.
Do you need something?
He says, I haven't had a nail in nearly 10 years.
Oh, well, there's some orcish ale upstairs, but, you know, you have to get across an acid-filled pit to get there.
He says, oh, that piss. Well, I guess anything's better than nothing.
Well,
he says, if you really need it, I can give you this iron ore. Just take the whole crate if you can.
you want us to take it?
He says, if I take, well, do you got ale? Do you have a camp or something? Do you have ale up there? Maybe I can go up there for a while.
No, we don't have a camp, to be honest.
It's
Not a
makeshift,
permanent,
but
not a permanent one.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
What about me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try mine.
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm actually, I hacked into the Wi-Fi on my phone so that I could, I'm on my laptop, so I wasn't sure.
Okay. So yeah, he says, I'll do it. Like, even if you gotta, I just want to get out of here. Honestly, a day out in the sun could do very much good for this old dwarf.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you know a way out?
He says, I haven't been out of this tunnel for so long, but isn't it just straight over to the left? And
Maybe.
he says, I well, is it? You came in here, and I don't
Well,
believe this place shifts.
I think we came from the north.
You came from the south.
Okay, we came from the south.
Uh,
Sure, your way sounds good.
I'll have you roll a wisdom check.
That's a 5.
Yeah, you kind of forgot your way around.
Can I roll?
Sure. Everyone can make. If you don't have keen minds, then you can make a wisdom check.
Well, I was saying somebody with, well, it's not the same, but Drazana does have survival. That might help her find the way out.
Yeah, you can roll that. If you are proficient with survival, you can roll that. That makes sense.
Well, she got a 16 with that.
You think about how your path has gone, and you believe that if you could just make a path through the spiderweb room, you might be. You're not sure how big the room is, but if you can defeat that room, you believe you can just head straight out.
Okay. Well, yeah, there might be spiders in there, maybe.
He says, well, you guys move ahead of me, and it'll take me a while to get the crate up the ladder, but I'll definitely bring it up there.
Sounds good. Let's go kill some spiders.
Okay.
All right.
They're back again.
Jeez.
So you guys
Roland
climb
didn't
up
have the best
ladder.
luck last time.
Poor Roland. Okay, so you guys climb up the ladder. You can hear him grunt as he's picking up the crate and heading towards you. It seems, well, anyone who knows how much iron weighs would probably guess that like a crate full of it would weigh about 100 pounds. So he's
Yeah.
definitely heaving when he lifts it up, but he doesn't seem too slowed down by it.
Cool.
You guys climb up the ladder, and you guys get to the grate, and you can definitely hear him climbing, but it's definitely a slow process. You guys are now standing in front of the what Drazona believes is the one room that you need to go through before you can take the exit.
I step straight into it.
All right. You still holding your torch?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Maybe burn the webs away first.
Sure. Burn, burn, burn.
All right. Roll perception. Fear. Actually, everyone can roll perception.
Natural 1.
9.
Proficient with it.
Oh, right.
3.
Okay. So you got a 16.
I got 16.
Ooh,
What do we see?
not a lot. You guys are walking. You guys don't really notice anything going on. Are you clearing out the floor too, or are you clearing out the ceiling?
Yeah, everything. Just up and down, up and down.
All right, so you're clearing everything out, and you're looking up into the air and removing some of the stuff from the ceiling. everyone else, it doesn't take much to spot this happening, but it does happen. What's your AC?
18.
Oh no. Spiders, why? All right, so wow. Okay. All right, so as you're looking up, clearing the path, everyone else is kind of just watching behind you, making sure nothing comes around. Gizona, since you're probably the most likely looking ahead, like around you, in front of you, you just spot this swarm of spiders just come out from the floor, it seems like, and just climb up on top of Fear, just quickly and suddenly leaping onto his legs, his legs and body, and taking vicious bites from him.
What? Just suddenly.
Like, how big are these spiders?
These spiders are probably about the size of your fist. They're not giant, but they're pretty large for a swarm.
They're not giant, but they're giant.
And how many of them are there, roughly?
Probably a good dozen. Maybe I would say I would say 22 of them, just because I'm lazy.
Okay. Fear, get out of there.
Oh, God.
This is not good. Fear is in dangerous situation.
Are you going to tell me what you've rolled on any of these attacks so I could perhaps use my reaction or do something?
They rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
I'm calculating the damage right now.
guys, it's been fun.
So
So much for experimenting.
can I do something?
Somebody throw him a berry.
Oh my God.
So yeah, you're lighting this. These guys are vicious. For a swarm of spiders, they deal a critical hit of 28 damage.
I am dead.
28 damage.
Yeah,
I don't mean I fall down unconscious. I am dead.
Just suddenly.
yeah. They
stayed
just come out of nowhere. They start literally with every bite that they take, they're literally stripping off flesh. And he can't hold his weight, and through just the pain, his eyes go completely white, and he just falls on the ground. When he lands, they all move away and scurry over his body, and his legs are just decimated.
Wow. Huh?
So, Princess, do you want to go through that or try to make it over the acid pit again?
Jesus. Wow. So that just happened.
This fucking place is awful.
Yeah. Can we not be in here anymore?
Can you knock the CR of everything in half? Because you are just out to kill us.
It's already at a half.
Okay, but he didn't even get the chance.
No. So therefore, it should be at a fourth. Knock the CR of everything by half.
He kind of just died before us, and I couldn't even help him.
Yeah, it's a pretty helpless situation.
We might be able to help him if we can get him out of here, but we got to get rid of these spiders first.
Oh God. I feel like these spiders are just suddenly invincible.
All right.
I'm
so
gonna
these
start swinging on
spiders-
these things with my quarterstaff.
Let's have you roll an Arcana check first.
All right, I got this. Maybe 16.
You kind of do you have like any formal training at all, or maybe you had a mentor?
I have the hermit background.
Well, yeah, I imagine because you were part of a village and then it was destroyed, and then you had to live alone. But before that,
Yeah.
did somebody teach
Well,
you?
yeah. I mean, I would have had to have with the wizard background. I mean, I had to learn from somebody.
So, kind of in this heat of the moment, you're kind of looking for an answer, a solution to might possibly be going on, and you kind of remember the spell Burning Hands, and it's just a memory of your mentor saying something like, "If you ever need to destroy a large swarm of something, a swarm against individual attacks may prove difficult, but with a cone like Burning Hands."
I thought about using burning hands, but I didn't want to roast the guy.
Well, you can make a medicine check if you want.
I don't think it could get any worse for him.
You can make a medicine
All right,
check.
then I'm going to. I'm just going to use burning hands then.
Okay, you want to move in front of your companion first before you use it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like right there at the spiders, like just right on it.
All right, so Jazona, I don't know how you're reacting to this, but Roland seems to be in some sort of mood.
Oh, by all means,
So
go for it.
you just hear him jump into action, and you kind of instinctually move aside, and the spiders are kind of just nibbling away at his legs, and you spray fire with the burning hands all over them. The DC of it, what is it?
It's 13.
Okay, so yeah, roll for damage.
Seven.
Yep. So even at half damage, each individual of these spiders don't withstand the heat, and they just turn to ash and are blown away. You do roast your companion a bit, but you know she doesn't scream, or he doesn't scream, so you assume he's dead already.
Nice. In a way. So all the spiders are dead now.
Damn.
Yeah, right until you revivify me, and I start screaming in pain, like Darth Vader, you know, in Revenge of the Sith.
Jeez.
All right.
Can somebody carry him out of here?
I'll take this part.
It's not like he
Okay.
got deboned or anything. He's still whole.
Jeez.
Okay, sure. I'll carry him out. I've got a 17 strength.
All right.
His skin starts sloughing off, and he starts slipping. Just kidding.
Well, at least he's lighter.
All right. So you just pick him up. He's kind of charred and smells a little gross, but you've smelled worse. And
I've eaten worse.
you haul him off to the surface, which is actually very thankfully just to the left. You can see the light coming from the stairs, and you remember the entrance. And you start running up. Are you dashing, or are you just walking?
Can Drozana dash with him over her shoulder?
Yeah, I imagine she sounds pretty like lightweight, so I imagine.
Yeah, she doesn't wear armor or anything.
Yeah, so she's not encumbered by him at all.
Yeah, she'll run up with him.
All right, so you run in, and of course, there's Hulrig and Travix, and they're like, I don't know how Hulrig would react, but Travix is like, oh my god, it claimed another victim.
Yep. Drozana just dumps him on the floor. It's like, can you fix that?
Travix is a barbarian. So he says, oh no, I don't deal with life and death.
Okay. Do
able to
you
go
know
out
somebody who can fix that?
I imagine Travix
Let's not-
responds to the Dryad and shrugs.
Yeah, that's what I was about to suggest. Maybe the Dryad can help. I don't know.
He's not been dead long, like about 3 minutes now.
I would say if you're dashing, you could probably get there in like 40 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, he's been dead about a minute, maybe.
He says, I don't think Revivify lasts much longer. If she knows it, you better tell her. And she's kind of just looking over the tree, like the tree that she's hiding behind. She seems that she's aware of what's happening.
Okay. Drozana will go over and tell her.
All right. She says, I know a similar spell.
Can you try it out?
She says, I will try. She reaches into her head and she pulls out what looks like a very spiky looking seed, and she just stuffs it into his mouth.
Out of her head?
Yeah, it's just like there's like this huge it's like a plant that kind of towers up. It's kind of like a bun on her head.
Okay.
And she reaches up and plucks something from it.
Well, Drozana's hair is full of stuff too. It's where she keeps her spell components. Okay.
Worm of Earth. Anyways, she stuffs this seed into him, and I imagine everyone else is there.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so you guys are just running after them. Yeah, so basically what happens is that the seed gets stuffed into his mouth, and it's like with a spell, she forces him to swallow it. And then suddenly the wounds kind of start closing up, and his body starts convulsing as like these roots kind of start twisting through the flesh and start making new limbs for like new parts for his legs. And then the flowers start blooming out from it, and then it just starts melting back into a flesh substance. And by the time this process, it kind of, if he wasn't dead already, it looks like it would be rather painful. Once the process ends, he looks like he was before he entered, and of course, as soon as he awakens, he's holocausted by being torn apart by spiders as his last memory.
And I'm screaming because I'm like, my leg, I'm charred and skin sloughing off.
Yeah, so you're basically like the last memory of that you had is like you're looking down and you see these big ass spiders just jump on you and like tearing off your legs and just overwhelming pain, and then you fall onto the ground and you're like just kind of staring at this at the ceiling, and like just as you're losing yourself to this coldness that takes you, there's just this like huge cone of fire that overwhelms you, and that's when and as soon as that light fades from that fire, everything goes dark.
Wow.
And then you wake up, and that's the last thing you remember, and then suddenly you're in this forest.
You're fine.
Kind of hits you suddenly.
I'm not sure how spiders burned you like that.
Wow.
I now have severe PTSD that is triggered by flaming spiders.
Get up and walk it off.
If you want to make a wisdom check for that or something.
I told you I didn't like spiders.
I mean, I don't really want to give my character a debilitating insanity.
We won't call it
first level.
We won't call it we won't give him PTSD. We'll just, maybe he has a phobia of spiders.
Okay. I
If you want.
rolled a 0. I have a -1 wisdom modifier, so I rolled.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So with a critical fail and that -1, you're definitely like afraid of spiders now. You definitely every time you encounter spiders of, I would say, of a threatening form. So if you encounter like a lone spider that's like a house spider, it might like make you flinch and you might smash it, but that's about it. If you encounter like any giant spiders or any definitely spider swarms, you'll have to make a wisdom save, and if you fail it, you'll be frightened.
Great.
So,
Guess what character just got sent to the stable permanently, guys?
I thought he liked to establish fear.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, guess that happened then.
so did the dwarf make it up?
Yeah, you guys are like kind of just sorting yourselves out for the next, like, I would say 5 minutes.
God.
And he comes out and he's just happy to see the sunlight and the forest for a change. And he walks over to a tent and puts a large crate down.
Yeah. So, welcome back to life. Are you feeling all right?
I literally haven't stopped screaming from the moment.
I try to calm down like there, man. It's gonna
Hey, hold on. There's something on your shoulder.
Oh.
I pass out. I black out. Just system shock, overload, boom, out.
All right. So
He's in for a long rest.
I was about to suggest that.
she says, yeah, the dryad says that's common, unfortunately.
Well, I'm just happy he's gonna be okay.
Yeah, seemed fine to me.
The researcher's just looking over and he's like, what the hell is with all that screaming?
Spiders.
Yeah, our comrade kind of died, unfortunately. But was resurrected.
I was about to be incredibly mad. Never mind. He walks away.
What were you going to be mad about?
He says, I didn't want to attract wild animals.
They're good eating.
He says, yes, if we don't wind up being their meals.
God.
Oh, there's 2 Geralds now.
Not again.
All right, so of course, I think this is getting to the point where we're going to be performing a long rest. So,
yeah.
Fear definitely passed out. Let's go with Roland. So Roland, you've been in the dungeon you've been inside the dungeon for about you've been in there for about almost a full day. How does your character feel about finally being able to leave that place?
He's not necessarily afraid to go in as long as there's bigger people and people to him, but that's not somewhere he's willing to go in by himself.
Okay, so yeah, you're definitely. Is there anyone you want to talk to while you're kind of resting, or do you just want to go over your spell book? Riptide.
Yeah, I'll just my
Okay.
Maybe talk to her a little bit.
All right. She tells you that she was able to watch everything, and she says she couldn't bear to watch some of it.
To bear to be a part of.
Luna,
Hi.
what do you want to do while you're back at camp? Again, you've been in there for... Roland's been in there subsequently more times, but you've been in there just as long as he has in his most recent attempt. What do you do?
What do I do?
Yep. Your downtime. You're in this forest. There's a camp. There's 2 clerics. You would presume that they are in a tent. The drow seems to be doing fine now. The wood elf seems to be just kind of attending to her. They seem to be close friends. The dwarf is, of course, in one of the other tents. He's talking to the researcher.
I guess I will go out a decent bit and perform.
Do you want to roll for it, or do you just want to...
Do I just want to what? Take 20? Yes.
No, you're not taking 20.
Then what else would I be able to do? Huh? If I
don't
didn't
know.
want to roll.
Okay, so you're just playing music outside, like just barely outside the camp.
Yeah. And
Javona, welcome back.
Thank
you. Oh.
So what do you want to do, Luna?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to just keep playing to see if anyone wanted to like watch me play. But if not, I'll just keep playing by myself. I didn't want to disturb everyone right in the middle of the camp.
All right.
But you know.
So Javona, Roland is studying his spell book. Fear is, for the most part, unconscious. Luna is outside the camp. I wouldn't really call it outside, just outskirts, just playing music to herself. What do you do?
She'll take Fear off to one side, make sure he's, go through his pack and get out his sleeping stuff and make sure he's fairly comfortable.
Yeah.
So however long he's going to rest or whatever. And actually, she's going to go find some place and sleep for 8 hours.
Okay. There's tents, or if you feel more comfortable sleeping like just outside of the camp range.
Yeah, she'll sleep just outside of the camp.
Okay. Do you want to sleep beside the dryads, or do you just want to select a tree?
A tree.
Okay. And unless anyone wants to do anything else, I think this is a good place to call it.
Oh, okay.
Agreed. So we get an XP.
Yeah, you get 1 XP.
Okay.
Which I believe for Roland and Luna, that's enough to level up.
And for a first level character, it only takes 1. So
yeah, so you definitely level up.
Yeah,
I experienced.
Deserve it.
I
Jeez. Oh, well.
Yeah. Those spiders are fucking lethal, man. I don't understand what's with my spider rolls.
No kidding. That's true. You have only killed through spiders.
We get through the orcs and everything, but them fucking spiders every time.
They just gang up and crit on people. Huh.
Yeah, really fast.
Didn't any of y'all bring raid?
Yeah,
No.
that was their surprise round. They stealthed in through the webbing in the floor.
Oh, actually, one thing, Drazana does want to go buy a new rope.
It would take you 3 days to go back to Kamizna.
Okay, she goes.
All right, so
She doesn't have anything else to do.
okay, so if you want to tell the researcher that, and he can pick everyone up, and then you guys can head back to Kamizna.
Yeah, he'll tell the researcher I'm going to be gone for a week. I'll go, she'll pick up some rations while she's there, for that matter. If he wants her to bring something back, she can, try to do that for him.
He says, no, I'll definitely talk to my clan about getting more materials. And maybe some more help. I'll go tell the other adventurers, though. And, of course, everyone is... this is obviously after you guys have slept. And even Fear, you wake up from your dreadful nightmares. But when you wake up, you're in your sleeping bag. You're nice and comfortable. Despite your thrashing. And of course, the researcher says, we can take some time off. We do not need to rush this. Why don't we just we'll go back to Kamizna. We'll have some fun on my expense, and we'll come back maybe a week later.
Sounds good.
Okay, so everyone packs up. You guys leave the tents there because no one's really in the mood to put in tents. The dwarf refuses, and he says he's going to go back inside. He doesn't want to lose any of his work. So he heads back inside after the rest. And you do hear some fighting, but it's quickly quelled as he enters. You guys head back to Kamizna, which takes 3 days. It's definitely it's still a tiresome trip to get back, especially once you crawl through the forest and get to your wagons, then have to manage your way back up the river. It's a tiresome, but it's definitely a more satisfying environment than being in a dank dungeon where you almost lose your feet just for walking in a pit.
Yeah.
So, and then you guys arrive at Kamizna. You guys get to an inn. You guys each are given a room. Of course, they kind of dislike Luna's presence because she's effectively dressed as royalty. But once she gets herself some new clothes and you guys share stories with the locals, they definitely have a lot more respect for her. As soon as she shows off like her neck scar, she's like all upset about it, and she's trying to like defend herself with it, and she's like, it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. And they're like, that's awesome, you shouldn't be upset about that. Proves that you're a warrior. And they, even though she might dislike having the kind of acid mark on the back of her head, it definitely impresses the locals.
You telling me I went out in public with my hair like that?
Well, it's not like it's on the back of your head. It's like on the back of your neck, kind of like behind your ear, and just kind of runs down to your shoulder. So even with the wig on, if you're like moving your head around and like talking to a lot of people, someone could see it.
Okay.
So again, you guys are in Kamizna. You can definitely buy coffee a lot cheaper here if that is something you're interested in. They have a very limited selection of vegetables and fruits because the jungle environment, although lush, is pretty harsh. And yeah, this is pretty much a warrior tribe clan city. It's run by 2 different clans for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you guys want to do here while you guys are obviously taking a break from the dungeon? You guys can obviously get yourselves your equipment repaired and new rope and such.
Do we have to make up what we want to do for like the week, or?
I would say so. If you want, like, you don't have to. You can send it to me afterwards. I don't know if those two are dropping out because they can't be heard, or. Uh,
I'm just going to take it easy and chill. I'm not going to really do much.
oh yeah, you're. Yeah, so you try to just kind of keep to yourself. Do you want to talk to anyone about it? Or do you just not trust any of your members enough?
Talk to anyone about what?
Well, how you feel about your fear now, or just what happened?
Yeah. You can.
No.
Okay. So you just kind of keep to yourself and ponder about it, or however you want to kind of sort yourself out.
All right. Sounds good.
Can I be like what?
Okay, so Luna, what do you want to do with your time off?
I don't know. I kind of want to be like a nurse to my teammates.
Okay, you have a healer kit?
No.
All right. Do you know any healing spells?
No, but can I assist them with their recovery time? I don't know. Just the little things.
No, not really. Outside of just using your Song of Rest, which they're already at full health, you can, make them feel better by, attending to them for like short periods of time.
That's kind of what I meant. And maybe like getting them stuff for them. Like if they want a freaking drink, I could go grab some for them.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, they definitely appreciate you serving them from time to time.
Yeah. And obviously they'll play songs too.
Yeah. So after let's just talk about this for a moment. So this is your plans for staying in Kamizna and then going back. If you do not want your characters to go back there, then you can leave now, and by the time you leave, and you should be back in Illumina by then for the next any sessions that come up. So if that is something that anyone wants to do, it's official. So if you want to depart from this place, now would be the time.
Yeah, we have to decide right now.
If you want to get there on time, you can stay here for as long as you like, really. But of course, it's just this dungeon, and of course, it's been difficult. So maybe this isn't the direction that you want to take your characters in.
I'm committed now.
Roland's like, I've faced my fears. I'm a man.
Oh my God. Oh, jeez. I want to leave so bad. But
I finally feel confident enough to learn my master's strongest spell, Scorching Ray.
Jeez, having to die for it.
I don't even know if that's what he's going for, but that's just how I feel like it is. I finally learned level 2 spells. Yes.
That's like super over the top. That story necessity for it. But hey, it's cool.
I have to admit that this has been the most, I mean, it's been very deadly, but this has been the funnest dungeon I've ever been in. Just the whole experience.
Well,
I mean, how many?
upside is you guys have
How many people go throwing tables down there like that and, trying to save shoes, almost kill themselves?
Let's not talk about that. It's just a phase that had to endure as well. It's okay.
So I don't know if it's coming back, but we'll do a quick summary and then we'll have some fun. So, quick summary: you guys managed to find a shortcut, and with Drazona's survival instincts, she managed to lead you through the spider. Well, she managed to just tell you that the spider room can lead you to a swifter exit. So, in turn, you guys now have a shortcut to a lower level if you choose to not explore the rest of it. However, it did nearly cost the life of your. Well, it did cost the life of one of your allies, Fear, who ironically has been killed by spiders and has developed a phobia of them now. But you managed to save his life by getting to the Dryad, who used a strange form of Revivify, planting a seed in him and closely resembling a reincarnation of probably older times. You managed to slay a bunch of orcs, and you managed to claim 100 gold and 50 silver and claim yourselves experience. But after you left, you believed that it was time for a break from this wretched place, being that three people have nearly died in it in the last 3 days. And you guys leave for Kamizna, which you guys definitely are granted access to having an inn at the researcher's expense, and divvying up the rewards, getting your gear repaired, and deciding if you're going to stay or leave. Of course, if you change your mind, just remember to put it in the chats. And I don't think anything else has happened besides you have claimed the items that the dwarfs have officially called the Strength Diverter, which is a cursed item that lets you put a thick bracer on your good arm and a bracelet on what they assume would be your dismembered arm, which allows you to use heavy weapons with one hand and gives you the same strength you would as if using two hands, but with one hand, but completely renders your other arm useless. And with that, I think it's good to end it there. Thanks for anyone watching. Thanks for my players for definitely testing this place out.
Yep.
So sorry for you.
Thanks.
Good night.
Thanks for DMing. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching.